Hello everyone. Today we are going to be looking at a question on number theory from CAT 2020. So the question says among 100 students, X1 have their birthdays in January, X2 have it in February, and so on. So we'll go till X12 in December. If X0 is the maximum of X1 till X12, okay, so whatever number of birthdays we have in each month, the maximum of that will be X0. The smallest possible value of x0 is. Okay, so this might be a little tricky because we're taking the maximum of something and then we're trying to minimize it. So let's look at it this way. Okay, let's say this is a simple list of all the values from x1 till x12. This is x1, x2, x3, and so on till x12. Okay, let's make x11 also here. So this x1 means number of out of these 100 students, there are 100 students in the classroom. Now all of them have to have birthdays in some of these months. So the total of this should be 100. Okay, because each student has a birthday in some month. So and no student can obviously have two birthdays. So total of this has to be exactly 100. So if either basically there are multiple possibilities. Either you could put all 100 birthdays in February, okay, which would mean all other months have zero birthday, so all other values are zero. So this would become zero, this would become zero, this would become zero. But then in that case, what would x0 become? X0 would become max of 0, 0, 100, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which would be 100. And x0 would become 100. But that is not the smallest possible value of x0, I'm sure. Okay, because even if I reduce one birthday from here and put it in March, okay, if I make 99 birthdays in February and put one birthday in March, now the value of x0 is 99. So is definitely 100 was not the smallest possible value, and and similarly 99 also is not the smallest possible value of x0. Okay, to understand the question in a simpler manner, so let's assume on each birthday you're throwing a party. Okay, so January will have some parties, February will have some parties, March will have some parties, and so on. Now, what is x0? X0 is the maximum number of parties thrown in a month. So let's try to analyze this graph actually, that will be easier to analyze. So let's say this could be a graph. So this means in January, this is January, let's say this is February, March, April, May. In January, there are these number of parties thrown. In February, these many. In March, these many. April has the maximum so far, and May has these many. Now, what is x0? X0 is the maximum number of parties thrown in any month, which would be these many number of parties. Let's say this could be 20. So x0 would become 20 in this case. Okay, and so on. So all months will have some value. So June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. You would have this kind of a graph. Okay. So now, if you have to achieve the smallest possible value of x0, it would mean try to bring this maximum value down. Okay, but there is a limit on how much you can bring that down to. Obviously, you can bring it down to zero minimum. You cannot make it negative. Okay. But even if you bring it down to zero, there are some other disadvantages. If you bring this down to zero, what will happen? Some other months will increase because what will happen to these 20 students? ये alien तो नहीं है ना? They will have their birthdays in some month. So if 20 students, these 20 students don't have their birthday in April, then some of them will have in December. So December will go till here. Some of them will have in November. So November might go till here. Some of them will have in January. So January will go till here. So in an attempt to bring down April, we increased this October a lot. Okay, which ultimately resulted in the increase of x0 also, because we know what is x0, maximum number of parties in a month. So April reduced kar diya, but November got increased, and which was counterproductive. So we have to reduce this in such a manner that no other month goes above that. So if you are reducing April till here, then you have to make sure, let me use a different color. Okay, I agree. If you are reducing April till here, okay, by reducing some birthdays in April, then you have to make sure that this does not result in any other month going beyond this green line at least. If you increase October, it should not go beyond this, because if it goes beyond this, then there is no point in reducing April. Okay. So from this, you must be able to visualize till now that in what case will the x0 value be minimum. What we need is maximum number of parties thrown in a month should be lower. Okay. So if you, as we discussed, if you try to reduce something, something else might go up, and you have to ensure that it doesn't go farther than this. So ultimately what will happen while doing this is all values will come nearly same. So the final graph will look like this. You have this in January, February will be here, March will be here, April will be here, May will be here, something like this. Okay, so that nearly the value is similar. That will be the best optimal point. Now in this case, if all of them have nearly equal number of birthdays, all the months, what is the number of students? Number of students is 100. Number of months is 12. This comes out to be 8.3 something. Okay. Now, obviously you can't have 8.3 birthdays in a month. So some months will have 8 birthdays, some months will have 9 birthdays to totally account for all the 100 students' birthdays. Okay. So your values could be something like this. Your January has 8 birthdays, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. And now let's say October, November, and December have 999 birthdays each. Okay. If you look at this, this completes only 99 students. 8 times 9 is 72 plus 27 is 99. This only counts for 99 students. एक birthday किसी का miss हो गया. It has to go in some month. If it goes in one of these months, then x0 will become 10. अभी x0 9 है. So let's put it in this month, some of these months. अगर February में if we put it, now x0 is still 9. Okay. Now we are accounting for all the birthdays and x0 is still 9. So the smallest possible value of x0 is 9. From this, can you achieve a smaller value of x0? No. How would you achieve a smaller value of x0? x0 को small करने के लिए ये चारों 9, all these 4 9s, we have to reduce them to 8. But if you reduce them to 8, other 8s will have to go up. So there is no lower possible value of x0. So x0 will be 9.